Lots of us are still mourning this incredible loss.
You have no idea what you just have unleashed across this entire country and this world. You have no idea.
But many of us have not forgotten the importance of still asking some serious, legitimate questions which remain here. All of this as a lot of top media personalities, even Roger Stone and Steve Bannon, are agreeing that there are some very serious questions, as Steve Bannon came out and said that we are being spoon-fed a narrative here. All of this as a lot of questions remain about DNA from the screwdriver, the towel, the change of clothes. Now, what looks like a lot of people are saying allegedly a co-conspirator that tried to make sure that the shooter could, quote, get away here, as a lot of people are saying there could be a lot more coordination. And honestly, I kind of agree with some of the sentiments released here by Steve Bannon that said, hey, stop doing these selective type of Fox News interviews and do an update, do a presser every day, updating us about the facts of this case here, as the situation is getting muddled, to say the least here, as a lot of people are saying that the messaging is becoming more and more incoherent, and I would absolutely agree with them. What in the world's really going on here? What are some of the most kind of pressing, important questions to ask? We're going to go over those and a lot more, all here in this independent media broadcast. If you appreciate these types of videos, subscribe, click the notification button, as I think right now, more than ever, a lot of the grieving is still going on, but a lot of the questions still remain, and a lot of people will not be satisfied until they are, of course, fully answered in the greatest extent, as the criminal prosecution of Tyler Robinson continues. A man who, by the way, is saying that he is not guilty of this crime and he is not cooperating with law enforcement in the making of this video. Now, will that change here? How will these state charges against this man unfold here, as the federal government is looking for a way to place him under federal indictment? So far, it looks like it is a state case. It looks like it is Utah versus Tyler Robinson, as soon we are expected to have an announcement by law enforcement with the charges that are going to be placed in this particular case here, as we are looking for all of the tidbits, all of the details, as the story gets a little bit confusing here. And let's just be honest with ourselves. We're getting videos from TMZ. We're getting videos of him in some particular clothing and then different clothing, him kind of hobbling around, him kind of jumping off, and people asking where is the rifle in that particular point of view. The official version of events is that he drove, changed clothes, went up the roof, had a screwdriver, and used the screwdriver to assemble a rifle, took the shot after assembling the rifle, disassembled the rifle, left the screwdriver there, jumped off of the building, went into the woods, left the rifle, sent messages about where the rifle was, and then somehow assembled it without a screwdriver. And now the FBI is saying, we found his DNA on the screwdriver that was left on the roof. My question is, did someone assemble the rifle for him afterwards? Why would they even do that, as the spent casing was still in the rifle after it was assembled and disassembled multiple amount of times? One with the screwdriver and one without a screwdriver. What? There was DNA from the towel. I still want to know the clothes he was changed into. And now Colin Rugg is reporting that a 70-year-old audience member who was arrested at this event told cops that, quote, he's the one that was the shooter in order to distract police officers so, quote, the real shooter could escape. This is according to Colin Rugg, reporting this on Twitter right now, saying, quote, I shot him, now shoot me. George Zinn allegedly said immediately after Kirk was shot. While speaking to investigators, Zinn said he was trying to draw attention from the real shooter, as he was charged with obstruction of justice, second-degree felony, as people are saying this person was either just a sick human being, or this was a more well-off coordinated assassination, as of course there was trans-identified individuals on social media that were literally telling people on September 3rd, we played those videos and we played those tweets and those social media posts yesterday in our video, highlighting how on September 3rd, there was random trans accounts talking about, hey, Charlie Kirk's going to meet his end on September 10th. And that, of course, is what he did, as now there's a Discord group. Discord initially said, nothing to see here, folks. We're reporting to TMZ, that celebrated the events and covered it up and lied about it blatantly, in my personal opinion. They said, oh, Discord says, nothing to see here, folks. There was also initial sources coming out and saying, oh, we just deleted his account, nothing to see. There's nothing really bad here to see. And now we're getting other confirmed reports that no, there was some serious discussions in this Discord group, as we're left asking the question, why is the messaging so off here? As Steve Bannon, I think, hit the nail on the head here. And listen, it's pretty clear we have a left-wing radical violence problem, but at the same time, we have to understand law enforcement needs to do their job. And if they're not doing their job effectively, they need to be criticized here, because this is what breeds life into the theories and into people that are going to be going off and blaming China, Ukraine, all these other type of elements here in the story that I find a little bit ridiculous. Now, again, it's important to talk about the facts. It's important to talk about the evidence, but it's also important to talk about now how the messaging is just absolutely incoherent. Now, before continuing on playing the Steve Bannon video, we wanted to tell you about thebestpoliticalshirts.com, where our messaging isn't incoherent. It's very coherent. And you can get the shirt, like the one that I'm wearing right now, that has a Venn diagram. Kamala loves those, saying, you are here. And here you have Fahrenheit 451, Brave New World, and 1984, perfectly depicted in a way to highlight the dystopian type of future that all of us are in. You want to find that shirt? You type in 1984 into the search bar on the bestpoliticalshirts.com, and it is right here. And it is called Your Dystopia. Available in long sleeve for $33. We also have short sleeves available to you. You just have to shop around, look around here. And we had to figure out a way to sell t-shirts, since, of course, there was a long concerted effort to try to ban us. First, they banned and demonetized this YouTube channel. We're not monetized, but previously we were demonetized. And we're like, okay, we're going to start a t-shirt company in order to make money. And then they came after the t-shirt company, and for a little bit, they banned the t-shirt company. But now it is up in its fullest, unfiltered glory, which I cannot recommend enough. Thebestpoliticalshirts.com. It's a way to... You know, a lot of people want you to be silent. A lot of people want you to be shut down. A lot of people want you to just absolutely not talk or care or consider the moment that we are in right now, and just to be afraid. I refuse to do that. And one of the best ways to get your message out there, to show people that there is a big culture shift, there's a big difference, is through t-shirts, in my opinion, and being able to wear them proudly on your chest. Listen, who are you going to wear? You're going to wear some other weird, like, athlete's name on your back? That's a pretty beta move. Or you could wear your political thoughts and expressions in a totally heart-filled, unfiltered, brave way. Are you going to be a beta? We're going to be a beta? You're going to put that man's name on your back? IOB? Yeah. Or, and you're going to support all the woke causes that they support? Or you're going to support thebestpoliticalshirts.com. That's a decision you as a male need to make. Make the right one. Now, let's go back here. Steve Bannon hit the nail on the head here, as he says, this timeline makes no sense. The messaging is incoherent, and we need more information, not less, and not dribbled to us through Fox News incoherent messaging interviews, as we have multiple government officials now contradicting themselves. There should be a joint press conference every day. This is what Steve Bannon argues. Every day. And it doesn't have to be Cash. It could be someone underneath Cash that's just correlating all information, building up the case, and having a multi-department. People could zoom in, be like, okay, guys, this is what we found out here. This is the latest kind of information that we're getting out there to the general public that we're going to be going in the court of public record with. All right? Why can't we just do that?
And you can still have, if you need to, zoom those guys in or cut to part of it, and maybe they could do part of it out in Utah. but have central authority where we really know. And let's get a timeline down. Let's get down so Michael Savage feels better, right? And Steve Bannon says, okay, now I do see the gun. I missed it for the, 2,000 times I watched that video. I missed it because I'm still missing it. And maybe
He's talking about where's the firearm when the guy jumps off of the roof, right? Was there multiple people? Is there another accomplice? Are there other people involved here? Was there another person that took the rifle and went somewhere else? That's a question that I think is worth asking right now. Was there a dummy rifle? Was there someone that placed the rifle there? There's still a lot of questions that remain here about the exact details here of what really happened.
it's accurate. But I don't understand the doorbell. And the car wasn't impounded. You haven't rolled up any of the Discord chat. It seems like we're being spoon-fed a narrative. And this audience is not going to take it. And we're not going to allow the martyr, Charlie Kirk, to have a situation like a grassy knoll that decades and decades and decades later, we're still arguing about this. We got to get to the bottom of it and get to the bottom of it now.
Yeah, this can't be another Thomas Crooks moment, okay? That's still another moment where the federal government failed us decisively. Still don't know much details about that. There's private briefings that Trump has. He's like, maybe I'll be able to tell you something. Oh, they'll tell me not to, and I won't. And that's literally what happened with the Thomas Crooks assassination private briefing that the president of the United States received. He's like, I'm sorry, I just can't tell you guys. They told me I can't tell you. What? Who?
And it's a national priority to get to the bottom of it now. We owe it to the widow, to the children, to Charlie Kirk, his memory, and to the nation to get to the bottom of this and do it now.
Yeah, absolutely. 110%. Now, also, there's so much fake news. There's this image right here. This image is fake. It's an AI artificial rendering that some idiot made that everyone is going with, and major media personalities are like, look at this. It doesn't look anything like it. I'm like, it's a fake AI image. Luckily, the community notes fact-checked it there. Now, a lot of people are saying, well, the guy near him, there was a coin drop. People dropped coins. Or there was a handshake and the guy put something in his pocket. It's probably a challenge coin. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Now, is this where the rifle was? Where's the rifle? What exact type of rifle? I mean, we got a photo of it, right? But you're telling me, I mean, I don't know. There's just so many questions here. And again, a lot of people are just going off. Now, a lot of people are showing this is a grainy photo, right? And this is the right. This is what I said as soon as the question came out. I was like, listen, we got extremely grainy video. There's a lot of distortions in extremely grainy videos. There's one frame shot that people are using, saying, "Where's the rifle?" Some people are saying that this was the towel. Some people are saying this is the rifle. Again, we don't know here. And the fact that we're left scrapping for information and it's not really provided to us in a well coherent, organized way that doesn't contradict itself from the federal government is troubling to say the least here. As Baked Alaska says, I'm trying to be patient as I can be, but can we please have some effing daily press conferences, updates from the FBI or something? It feels like we're just being left in the dark on a lot of these details, which is of major national public interest. Yeah, absolutely. Clint Russell. It has now been nearly a week and we have none of the following. The round he fired. Any hint as to how he got the firearm? Any video evidence of him holding or firing the firearm? He has not confessed. Forgive me for being unconvinced. My threshold is a bit higher than trust me, bro. What do we have? Discord messages? Discord denies. That's the weird part of it. If Discord is lying and obfuscating, arrest them immediately. Arrest the officials immediately. They're obfuscating justice, right? Who's telling the truth here? A letter saying he was going to do it, which he apparently self-destroyed, and the FBI got it back because of their interrogation techniques, according to Kash Patel. What? What does that mean? Grainy footage of a guy walking, a guy going upstairs, a guy running across the roof. Oh, so he hasn't been charged yet. The charge should be coming today. People are saying simply not good enough, not good enough. Yes, we need more. as the kid has been placed on self-harm watch as well here. As the FBI director now indicated that there were 20 people in the Discord chat that this alleged suspect was in. As people are saying, Nick Sorter says there's no way nobody knew anything. If anybody encouraged or supported Tyler, they should be in jail too.
It's done in this investigation. Is the FBI investigating the Kirk assassination as part of this broader pattern of anti-religious, anti-Christian violence?
We are investigating Charlie's assassination fully and completely, and running out every lead related to any allegation of broader violence, and we're producing results on that we'll disclose when appropriate.
Good.
Daily press conferences saying, okay, we're investigating it. Just keep us updated. Like, why is that so hard? This is a national case. This is a case that, again, I don't want there to be a JFK movie 50 years from now about this specific issue. But you're giving a lot of these theories breathing room with a lot of the inconsistencies and incoherentness.
I'm glad to hear that. Let me just ask you a few questions about that, if I could. Sure. Reports have suggested that the FBI is investigating a broader network of groups that may have had some knowledge of the shooter's plans. Can you give us any details on that, following up what you already said in public? How's the FBI working to find other potential accomplices, folks who may have known about the shooter's plans, folks who may have encouraged him? Any update on any of that?
So in terms of what we do for an interrogation perspective, we go and reach out to the family and community immediately. And we've conducted those investigations and interrogations with local law enforcement, and we're continuing to do that because those closest to the suspect are going to hopefully know the most about the suspect and his beliefs and his ideology. On top of that, unfortunately, it has been leaked that there was a Discord chat, and for those unfamiliar...
Unfortunately, it has been leaked. What do you mean, unfortunately? You have Discord telling TMZ, nothing to see here. And again, the government is pissed that Stephen Crowder released the trans details here, as there's a lot of scuttlebutt saying that federal officials never wanted that out. Why didn't they want that out? As people were left asking the question of what's going on here, and right-wing people were being framed for this entire incident.
Familiar with it, it's a gaming chat room online that the suspect participated in. So what we're doing, we've already done, is serve legal process, not just on Discord, so that the information we gathered is sustained and held in a evidentiary posture that we could use in prosecution should it be decided to do so. And we're also going to be investigating anyone and everyone involved in that Discord chat.
Okay, very good. I see the public reports that the Discord thread had as many as 20 additional users. It sounds like you're trying to run down all of that to see if that's accurate, who else may have been on that thread, what they may have known. Is that fair to say?
It's a lot more than that, and we're running them all down.
It's a lot more than 20?
Yes, sir.
And you're running all of that to ground?
Every single one.
Yeah, fantastic. Let me just turn to the broader question here of anti-religious, anti-Christian violence. Let me just give you a few stats that I'm sure that you're all too familiar with.
Yeah. Now we're finding out, oh, yeah, text messages. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. Now, a lot of people are being interviewed, and I'm praying that there is going to be more to this case here, not to leave room for the people to run with all these kind of theories here, all these type of accusations and allegations that, again, we have to understand here. This is an extremely delicate type of situation here. As Kash Patel was on the Sean Hannity show, specifically talking about how this guy sent a text message talking about how he had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and he was going to do that. And when asked why, he said, quote, hate cannot be negotiated with. An important tidbit piece of information there, as, again, the gropers are being framed here for this by the left-wing media and left-wing media pundits. Luckily, a lot of that has stopped with people saying you're being ridiculous. Stephen Crowder also obtained a Utah County Sheriff Office internal document detailing what appears to be a cell phone call at 11:53 prior to Tyler moving up into the roof, using a screwdriver to assemble his rifle, and then allegedly take the shot against Charlie Kirk, which he is, of course, officially denying. But don't worry, guys. Pam Bondi's on the case against Office Depot. Yep. Rest assured, Office Depot. They had one employee that refused to bake the cake. Excuse me. Refused to print the flyer. And Pam Bondi's, that's gonna be her. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Watch out. You're gonna get a paper cut. Office Depot. Ridiculous. I did a video about this before. Go watch it. It's infuriating. As we're talking about infringements on civil liberties in response to all of this done by this federal government, instead of actually going against the hardened terror networks and groups in this country. Ridiculous. This is why, along with everything that happened with the Epstein stuff, I'm going to do another video about Epstein up next. Subscribe, watch that video. This is why a lot of people are just losing their faith in government. Okay? Thank you so much for everyone buying a t-shirt on thebestpoliticalshirts.com. Being bold, being brave, not being a beta. I want to be here for you guys doing that. I want to be here for you guys subscribing, clicking the notification button. Epstein video next. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more. All here exclusively on youtube.com/weareChange.